everyone, so today I'm going to be creating this really bronze, glowy, summery makeup look, and it's very suitable for pale skin as I'm extremely pale right now. So for the foundation I'm going to be using L'Oreal True Match in the shade Golden Ivory, and the pump is broken so I have to place it straight onto my face, and then I'll be blending it with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Then I'm going to take my Garnier Eye Eraser Concealer in the shade Light, which is slightly too dark for my skin tone, and I'm just going to place it in triangle shapes underneath my eyes to highlight and conceal any dark areas. Then I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. I'm then going to place it on my nose, my chin and my forehead just to highlight my face even more. Now I'm going to take my Good to Glow by Rimmel in the colour Soho and just place it on my cheekbones. And normally I would mix this into my foundation just to make my foundation like a little bit more luminous, but I completely forgot. So taking my number 7 loose powder in the colour Translucent, I'm going to tap that into the lid as it's got one of those funny tops, so I need to get the product out. And then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to pat it into my skin just so that I don't smudge my foundation, and then I'm going to blend it out, not forgetting to blend it down my neck where I put my foundation so that it's not sticky. Taking my Real Techniques sponge and dipping it into the powder, I'm going to bake under my eyes, which just involves pressing the powder where I put my concealer, and it basically brightens up the area and stops your concealer from creasing throughout the day. And don't worry, we are going to brush this away later on. I'm also going to place this on my chin and a bit on my forehead and my nose, just because I also put concealer there. Now I'm moving on to my eyebrows, and I'm going to take a random angled brush. This one's a bit too thick as it's really old, and my Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in the colour Taupe, which is perfect for ashy blonde hair. And I'm just going to fill in my brows. Once I've filled in my brows, I'm going to brush them out just to remove any excess product and try and make them look a little bit more natural. Now to contour, I'm going to use my Hoola bronzer by Benefit and a random brush, and I'm just going to contour under my cheekbones, and make sure you blend this out, otherwise you're going to have two really harsh lines on your face. Now I'm going to contour my temples and my forehead just to add a little bit of colour and also make my forehead look a teeny weeny bit smaller than it does. Now to make sure it's all blended out, I'm just going to go back in with my big fluffy brush. Now taking the same sponge and powder that I used before, I'm going to draw a line underneath where my contour is, and this basically cleans up the line and gives it a little bit more contrast. And like I said before, don't worry, we do sweep this away later on. So now I'm going to sweep away all of the excess powder on my eyes. And then I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution 144 eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be taking this really light shimmery golden colour just here, and I'm going to place that all over my lid. And also when I was doing this I realised it wasn't as pigmented as I thought, so I dampened my brush, dipped it back in, and as you can see the colour payoff is now a lot better. So for my crease, I'm going to be using this matte brown shade just here, and I'm going to tap off any excess powder because it's better to start off with less and build it up so you don't go in too strong. And if your eyes are slightly hooded like mine are, you might find it a bit better if you take it slightly higher up, just so that when your eyes are open you can still see the brown crease colour. Because I've kind of dulled down the original lid colour with the matte brown, I want to bring a bit of the shimmer back, so I'm just placing some of the original golden colour back on my lid, and then I'm brushing away any fallout with a random brush, and now I'm going to blend away the loose powder under my contour so it's not as harsh as it was. I'm going to be using Stila's waterproof liquid eyeliner for this look, and I'm adding a very small wing, and then I'm just going to fill the rest of the eyeliner in. I like to do the wings first so that I know that they're even, and the reason I'm using a waterproof one is because everyone knows you can get a little bit more oily in the summer when it's really hot, so because it's waterproof it stays on a bit better. Then I'm just taking a random mascara which is running out, and I'm going to be placing 2 layers on the top and 1 layer on my bottom lashes. And you can also opt for waterproof if you do get a little bit more oily. So using a Q-tip and my micellar water, I'm just going to dampen the Q-tip and wipe away any of the bits that I messed up. So because it's summer, I really want to bronze up my face, so I'm just adding a little bit more of the Hoola bronzer around my forehead and my cheekbones, and I'm also going to bronze up my nose and put a little bit under my jawline and down my neck just so that my face kind of matches my chest. Then I'm just blending it out again with a big fluffy brush. For highlight, I'm going to be using my Mary Luminizer by the Balm and a Real Techniques brush, and as you can see the brush has been trodden on and the powder's very crumbled up. And I'm just going to place this on the highest parts of my cheekbones and just above my eyebrow. I'm also going to place it down my nose and on my cupid's bow. And I don't want to take it too far down because the shimmer really enhances your pores. And also I'm going to be taking a little bit on a brush and popping it just under my eyebrows and also in the inner corners of my eyes. Then I'm going to take an Ico blush, which I don't think they do anymore, but just take any kind of peach or coral coloured blush, whatever suits you, and I'm just going to build it up slowly as I don't want to look too red, but I do want to look a little bit sun-kissed. So because it's summer and it's probably one of the only times I can get away with this, I do love a glowy look, so I'm just topping up my highlight yet again. And then I'm going to line my lips with Soar by MAC. Because I'm not a fan of the 90s whole dark lip liner pale lipstick look, I'm going to blend the liner out with my finger. Then I'm going to take my YSL lipstick in the colour 44, which is a gorgeous pink colour and it really suits blondes and probably brunettes as well. And yeah, that's my whole summer look. So thanks so much for watching my video, and please feel free to give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you like. So yeah, thank you. See you next time.